Live with the Bullet Boy cleaning the XDM Part 2. The first thing I like to do is I like to clean the barrel. I don't know, there's no particular rhyme or reason for it, but it's just, you know, it's a thing to do. We got three different kinds of things here. These are what I use. Everybody uses something different. You know, there's really no rhyme or reason, but as you notice here, I have break-free CLP. So old school stuff. It's used by the military. I got rim oil. It's just cheap lubricant. It's really nothing extreme. You know, there's all kinds of people that put a lot of research into, you know, petroleum, different. You don't really want to use a petroleum base because I mean there's always that potential for, you know, fire, I guess. And then I just had the break-free powder blast. I like the powder blast because it's just a cleaner. It's not that expensive. You know, you can pick it up at any, you know, sporting goods store or Walmart even. But anyways, the essential ingredients in this stuff is about the same as brake dust cleaner. But anytime you put, you know, anytime you put anything on your gun, you don't necessarily want to use just the same thing you'd use on your car because, hey, look, you know, it costs you a little bit more, but it's the same thing as the 99-cent brake cleaner down at AutoZone or whatever. But just go ahead and spend the extra money because you spend so much money on your guns. You know, I recommend using, you know, a break-free or there's all kinds of them out there. I like aerosol, just makes it easier. You know, there's all kinds of solvents, you know, that you can use just for whatever. But let's go ahead and start cleaning up. I like to spray. So as you can tell, the powder blaster, you can tell that it's you can tell it's got a pretty potent stream on it. Powder blaster, it knocks all that dust off real quick, the dust. And then I'm using the chamber brush that came with the factory. I've actually never used it. I normally use a bore snake because it's just quicker. But I wanted to use this today. I wanted to test it out and see what Springfield's in. It's just a regular nylon brush. You probably pick it up for, you know, 25 cents or something. I don't know. But you know, you can see I have a cloth here. You're definitely going to need a cloth. So I'm just going to stick it in. You always start from the chamber end. You never, when you're cleaning, you try to never start from the muzzle end. And so I'm just going to run this nylon brush up through the chamber, and we'll turn it slightly just to get everything good and clean. And then I'm going to pull it back through. It's got this nifty little finger grip here on it, and I'm going to run it up through a couple more times just to break everything loose. Take the powder blaster one more time. You can hear in the background the phone's ringing. Bullet Buddy is barking about it. Bullet Buddy, he's my reloading dog. He likes to spend the nights with me reloading. He's kind of a character. And well, Bullet Buddy's papa's calling. Sorry about that. It's kind of embarrassing. So I've done a little bit of cleaning. It's not a real good job, but then I want to wipe it down on the outside. You can tell that a lot of the shine is gone. That's one of the great things about the break-free powder blast is it really just takes everything off. It's you know, when you're cleaning, you know, and I use this rim oil. You know, there's a lot of people that use different kind of lubricants and greases that they're gonna you not want to take off completely. You know, like this method right here. I mean, it really strips it down to you know, I hate to say raw metal, but similar to that. All right, and then I'm gonna come over here and I'm gonna grab my little bore snake here. The reason I'm using this bore snake is it cleans. You know, it does the same thing as the bore brush. Right here in the middle of it's got these brass got a brass brush, and when it's doing, it's also wiping the excess off. So I'm gonna wipe down the excess there. Run it through a couple times. This one's a little bit worn, so it doesn't fit perfectly. I need to replace the brush. These things don't last forever. So I mean, they're pretty inexpensive, and they're quick and get the job done. All right, so let's get to the slide here. All right, as you can see, it's a little bit dirty. So I'm going to take the powder blaster here. I'm just spray it in my hands here. Probably should be wearing gloves, but who wears gloves, right? Should probably also be wearing safety glasses. But anyways, then I'm going to take my towel and I'm going to wipe it down a little bit. And just wipe the bulk of it off here. Just wipe everything loose off. Then I'm going to take I'm going to use my chamber brush here. And I'm going to kind of lightly go over it. You don't want to use a lot of pressure, and you want to wipe everything off pretty good. Just kind of knocking all that not so loose stuff off, because it fits nicely right inside here. Like there's from the muzzle flash, there's a lot of dust usually. And, wiping it down here. I'm just for demonstration purposes. I'm not doing exactly an expert job, but pretty good job. When you're doing this, you want to spend detail, because I mean you don't want to. It cleans out the trigger and the actions here. One great thing that I had the luxury of is I have an air compressor that really help with cleaning this stuff out. You don't want to use too much pressure. You don't want to use an intense pressure, because I mean you don't want to take a risk of blowing something out. So here I'm going to wipe everything down good, clean the magazine well out, wipe the outside down pretty good. There's really not much to clean in the guns. It's just like cleaning anything else. You want to do a good job. You want to do it regularly, especially if you carry your gun professionally. Say you're a law enforcement officer, you're going to want to clean it pretty regular, but I'm no law enforcement officer. All right, so let's get back to putting everything together here. We didn't do a real good job cleaning, but this is just for demonstration.